What's happening, guys? Today I'm dealing with a really important topic, so let's get to it. How's it going, everyone? Welcome into my channel. Thanks again for checking out my videos. It really does mean a lot. Today we're talking about jazz rudiments, and specifically a question I got online about a request for a video on jazz rudiments. Now, there are no jazz rudiments. That's the first thing I'm going to say, is there are no jazz rudiments. There's no such thing as jazz rudiments. There's jazz vocabulary, rudiments that work better in jazz or have just been played a lot by jazz drummers, and some of them are really useful. Things like right left kick is really useful, 5-stroke roll into a stick on stick kind of idea, 6-stroke rolls. But I wanted to address a larger topic which I see a lot in students, and it's a mindset that I used to have and a lot of drummers have. Fundamentally, what I see a lot of students do is they approach, let's say, a paradiddle. Now, a paradiddle is right left right right. Now, 4 notes long, it's written in the PAS 40 rudiments as 16th notes. So, by default, you learn it as 16th notes. It's logical, it makes sense. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. And anything that's 4 notes long, no matter what it is, we always learn it as 16th notes. But jazz is triplets, so how can that apply? Well, firstly, let's just flip our mindset. Take those rudiments, the 4 notes, and remove the rudiment from the associated subdivision. And think about this. Everything you currently know, everything, whether it's grooves, fills, chops, rudiments, exercises, sticking patterns, whatever you want to call them, they all exist in every single other subdivision and every single other time signature. You just can't hear it yet. And hearing it and being able to play through those subdivisions, it will vastly improve your creativity, your vocabulary, and your ability to adapt to different musical situations. So let's take that paradiddle, right? If you think about it, it's 16th notes long, but what are the fundamental subdivisions of jazz? Well, if you're going to make it jazzy, I would play it firstly through swung 8th notes. So let me chuck it up on the hi-hat and we'll see it from 16th notes, and then I'll transition it into swung 8th notes. So swung 8th notes are the first and last triplet partial. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. For ease, and because that's a real tongue twister when you get faster, say 1, ta 2, ta 3, ta 4. And it's basically the shuffle rhythm. That is what swung 8th notes are. So let's play paradiddles as 16th notes, and you get this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same sticking. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. I've just placed it through a different subdivision. And the different subdivision makes it feel different, makes it feel jazzy. Play that around the drums. Now think of all the things you've done with a paradiddle. You've probably played grooves, you've probably played fills, you've maybe even substituted the bass drum. All of that works. All of that currently exists in the multiverse of subdivisions that happen. And you just can't hear it in that yet. And in order to improve your hearing, you've got to start counting. You've got to start counting out loud. So what would be a great challenge would be to be able to play these rudiments, any rudiment you know, any pattern, through the table of time. Now, to create a jazz table of time, maybe let's start with swung 8th notes, go to 8th note triplets, and let's throw in those 16th notes and go back to triplets. That would sound like this with paradiddles. Now from there, it's up to you what you do. You can apply it, you can deliberately apply it, orchestrate different parts, affect the dynamics, try inversions, extend it, add stuff to it. So one last thing, what are rudiments? Well, they're just singles and doubles. And if everything is a flow of notes, realistically what you need to do is be able to improvise singles and doubles. That's it. So here's the challenge, here's the practice part of this lesson, here's the playing part. Choose a subdivision. Let's go with 16th notes, just to keep things easy, because I know a lot of you guys play rock, pop, funk, so it's going to be 16th notes. Starting on the snare drum, I want you to, whenever you feel comfortable, put in doubles. That's it. So we're going to play singles and we're going to play a double. If you just choose to play one double, that's great. If you choose to play a few doubles, that's great. Don't think about, okay, now on the beat one, I'm going to change doubles, or I'm going to do a paradiddle or a paradiddle diddle. Just flow. And flow practice is a really important part of any rounded practice routine. So let's try it. I'll keep the left foot to keep time, and this is going to be 16th notes, and I'm going to improvise between singles and doubles just on the snare drum. Now a little bit faster, I'll start orchestrating and you'll see that it starts to flow and it starts to create different ideas. So I wasn't really thinking mentally about playing any specific rudiments, but I noticed that just I was trying to be aware that an inverted paradiddle came up. This came up a lot. It's a little move I do all the time. There was like right, left, left, which is half 6-stroke rolls. But I was just thinking of flow of notes. And that's how I think about playing fills, and actually I think about playing time as well. If I can think of that flow of notes, maybe I'm going to make the choice to play a basic groove, but I know that all those other subdivisions exist at the same time I'm playing. If you dug this lesson, please check out all the other lessons, and I'll see you guys very soon.